Okay, welcome everyone to our Ambassador Coffee Chat. This is Erica Brody, the Director of Mission Advancement for Best Buddies in Washington. And I am thrilled to be here with one of our awesome Best Buddies Washington ambassadors, Mia Crump. Mia is one of the chapter members at our new Roosevelt High School chapter. Roosevelt High School is our first Best Buddies chapter in the city of Seattle. And we're super excited to be here with Mia. So, Mia, welcome.
Hi, everyone.
Hello. So, Mia, can you introduce yourself to everyone? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Of course. My name is Mia Crump, known as Mia Esther Kobayashi Crump. Because Crump came from my dad's side, and the Kobayashi came from my mom's side. Esther is my great grandmother. I am American Japanese, and if you guys don't know what this is behind me, this is a kimono that I wore when I was born, because my grandmother bought it. It started with the oldest cousin. She was wearing that, and then went down, and then sent it all the way down to me. It was a very special time for me to experience my half Japanese heritage.
Awesome. Thanks, Mia.
Of course.
So tell me a little bit about your experience in Best Buddies so far.
I had a pretty good experience with Best Buddies. But the best experience I ever had was connecting with my buddy Mary, which was really nice to meet her. I've never met her my whole entire life. The first time I saw her, I was lit up. I was blushing because I just really liked her a lot, and I had a really good time at the event at my school that I'm at, and I just loved the whole experience. When I went to the International Best Buddies, I met so much more friends. Even Erica, she was there as well, and I met her, and I did a speech there as well, and at my old school, which is very special in my heart, and that's my experience with Best Buddies.
Awesome. So you mentioned that you did an ambassador training with our Best Buddies Washington team. Tell me about that experience, and what was your speech about, and who was your speech coach?
My speech coach was Kristen. I went okay, but when I went up there, I felt better about it. And I was super nervous in the beginning, but when I went up in front of everybody, I felt so much better. I was able to experience my life a little bit about my sports and my whole experience with the Best Buddies program at Roosevelt and the International Best Buddies.
Perfect. And then you and I were talking a little bit about your friendship with your buddy Mary, and some of the fun things that you guys have done together. Can you tell us all a little bit more about that?
Mary is a very nice buddy that I ever met. When I met her, she was the greatest buddy I ever met. She gave me chocolate. It was so sweet to give me chocolate, and she for Valentine's Day, and I didn't know. He just surprised me with a box of chocolate. And it was around lunchtime, and after that, we hanged out pretty much twice. Here in my house and at her house as well. We were drinking hot chocolate and eating snacks, and here we were making chocolate chip cookies, and we had the best time together. Here at Roosevelt.
That sounds pretty awesome.
Yes.
And then something else that you and I were talking about was that you're really proud of your heritage and your family's background. Can you tell us all a little bit about your heritage and your family?
As I said, I'm American Japanese. So basically my last name is Crump, which is a German last name. So that came from my dad's side of the family. Every single member in the family was all Crumps. I'm also Japanese, the Kobayashi, which is my mother and my mother and her parents and my cousins were all Kobayashi, and I was the last member I was the last one naming Kobayashi. It's so sweet because it means a really small like forest, pretty much. I took a tour over Japan. I went there when I was like 1, so when I was almost a newborn. So I saw my grandmother and grandfather and cousins and uncle and aunt. We had so much fun together. We went out to restaurants for dinner sometimes, and we made Japanese food at home because I grew up eating Japanese food, and I used to eat that all the time in preschool. My mom always made the lunches for me. They're all like based Japanese food, and I turned 2 in Japan, and it was an Japanese angel food cake. It was like all white and it looked so good, so good. They gave me. I was able to have some cake, which is really nice. And when I first born, my grandmother was down there. My grandparents were down there, and when my dad saw they were feeding me, and it was super special. And that's when I was like 2 weeks old, I met Maxford, and sorry, going off topic here. And I was like 2 weeks old, and we were together through EU chapter. It was really fun. We had a good time.
Very cool. Thanks for sharing that with us. I know that that's a big something that's really important to you, and we appreciate you sharing your background with us.
Of course.
So something else that we've talked a little bit about, and that I know you created a video about, was what impact Best Buddies has had on your life, sort of like what your favorite memories are from Best Buddies, and what inclusion means to you. So can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Well, when I first started, it really affected me now because I had a really strong friendship with everyone in the Best Buddies chapter, and I didn't know. When I first started, it did not. When I first started, it did not impact me at all. So throughout these years, it has completely impacted me to be a better friendship with everyone else.
Awesome. And have you learned anything about friendship? Like, in what ways have your friendships changed a little bit?
Usually some of my friends are a bit moody sometimes. Sometimes can be silly sometimes, but I'm not that kind of person. What it means to me is that connecting with them a lot more and getting to know them a little bit better, and so that I know what their interest is.
Perfect. And speaking of friendship, the Roosevelt High School chapter of Best Buddies has a huge team for the Best Buddies Friendship Walk, the virtual Friendship Walk that's coming up in June. And you've been doing a lot of fundraising for that. So tell me a little bit more about the fundraising that you've done for the Friendship Walk. And I know you wanted to plug people to sign up for the Friendship Walk.
So yeah, we do a program called the Best Buddies Friendship Walk. It's when you donate money. So basically you just ask your friend, family members, or your friends, and you just ask them to donate $50 or $25 or $5. And then you said, I have my own link, so I was able to send those out to all my friends. It was so sweet. My grandparents donated $50, and they ended up in this place, which is really special.
Awesome. And people can still sign up to join the Friendship Walk, right?
Right. It's still open. If you want to learn about it more, email Erica about it. She'll definitely explain a lot more better than I do, and so she can get the information in, and I'm totally welcome to send my own link and have them don't like, I don't know, how many they like to do, like $5, $25, or $50 to raise more money. And the Roosevelt chapter raised over like $1,000, which is really special for my whole school. This never happened to me entire life. This is so special because I need it, and I need to like I want like a lot more money so that I can like get more subscribers on YouTube, since I have like a small amount of subscribers. So I just really want more money to get more subscribers for my channel.
That's awesome. So a plug to subscribe to Mia's YouTube channel, and also sign up for the Friendship Walk, or you can donate to the Roosevelt High School page or Mia's page for the Roosevelt High School chapter. And Mia is exactly right. The Roosevelt High School chapter has raised over $1,000. They have, I think, 34 team members. So definitely our biggest team. So shout out to the Roosevelt High School chapter.
Thank you, Roosevelt. You're the best.
Yeah, Mia, do you want to say anything to your other chapter members from Roosevelt that may be watching?
I've been in so many chapters. I'm on a team, a sports team. I'm on a gymnastics team, and I was to travel all the time and to different meets. Well, some we don't travel. It's just like in Seattle, but some are like in the Serrano Islands, Bainbridge Island. We always go down there, and I'm also part of Down Syndrome Community Center, which is, if you guys know what Down syndrome is, it's a condition, and your body's in like different sections in your body, and each one has your pancreas, and they celebrate it. There's a World Down Syndrome Day. Top Pot celebrates it too. They have their Down syndrome donuts, which is so good. You can have them for breakfast. They're the best thing ever to have. I'm part of that, and they raise like so much money. And one of my best friends in my life is the director of the Down Syndrome Community Center. Is the one who like organized the buddy walk. If you don't know what the buddy walk is, it's when you like walk. It's when you celebrate like 24th of it. Like, I know the dates. I know what I'm saying with the dates, but I've been part of that, and it's really nice in my heart because this is a work condition that I'm diagnosed with and born with, and be like sharing with this big program that has become this is not, you're not alone in any way. It's just a way to celebrate your disability you have, and well, it's kind of like moodiness, I think. I don't know, and that's what it is. It's fun.
Great. So yeah, that's another great plug, Mia. One of our partner organizations here in the area is the Down Syndrome Community of Puget Sound. And just a quick plug, they have their virtual online auction event happening right now, and they'll be streaming the live auction and then a program on Saturday. So definitely go check that out. It's an amazing organization, and we love partnering with the Down syndrome community.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right, Mia. Well, we've kind of reached the end of our coffee chat time. So my last question is, do you have any words of advice to share with everyone, or any parting words that you want to share?
Of course. So if you're like having like a disability, I'm sure you can find lots of like programs that will have the specific disability you have, and then like celebrate that too. But usually, when you're born with a condition, you cannot cure it. It's stuck with you for your whole life. So basically, everyone likes to celebrate your like own little condition or disability.
I love it. So celebrate yourself, celebrate your abilities.
Yes, and you're not alone in any way.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Mia. Thank you for joining us for our Ambassador Coffee Chat today.
I love this. It's really fun.
And we're doing, just a reminder, we're doing these coffee chats every Thursday at noon. Next week, we're going to have one of our awesome Citizens chapter members and ambassadors. His name is Michael Rogers. So be sure to tune in to check that out. But thank you so much for joining us. And thank you, Mia, for being our coffee chat speaker today.
Of course.